Welcome, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, to the eSeniors GT3 World Championship. My name is Juan Antonio Mena, you know it. And of course, we're here for the last round here in Spa, round 16. And look who is up here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mr. Hjort, who's going to be with us today in the booth. Welcome, Mr. Hjort.
Thank you, Juan, for having me. Krister here, also known as Hjort in Texas. So excited for this race.
Fantastic. We came live a couple minutes before because this is the last round of the championship. We're going to crown a new champion of the Group 2. And Mr. Hjort, we're going to go directly to the standings because we need to see how tight this is between Pokak, Trowbridge, and Christopher. As you can see there on your screens, the difference is just barely 30 points. It can happen. Mr. Hjort, do you think it's possible for Trowbridge to capture the championship?
In Trowbridge, he came second at Mount Panorama. Mark won there. I think Mark is definitely on a roll. I wouldn't put first place away from him in this race. I'm excited about Kai Schaefer. I'm going to look out for him. He's been on a roll. He was third at Bathurst. So I think we're going to look for him and hopefully get some points to advance in the standings here.
Oh, yeah. We've seen in the practice that Mr. Schaffer has been doing well. And we're really looking forward to see what all the drivers can give us here in the longest race of the season, 65 minutes. We're going to go. What a brawl, huh? My God. Spa, nearly at night. We're going to get into the night. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I think this race is all about setup. This track, for me, at least for me, when I've been racing, driving the GT3s and the GT4, it's been all about setup. And I think if you was successful setting up your car for Mount Panorama, I think you're going to have the knowledge to set it up also for this track. But just people need to be patient. And I know there are many patient and good drivers in this. So that's what we need to look for.
Well, you said it, and we're going to do such a thing because the qualifying session has started, the last one of the season, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. There you have the two biggest contenders for the title throughout the whole season. It's Pokak and Christopher. You can see Pokak flashing Mark Christopher. And let me tell you, what an exciting last round we have here in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. I see already 10 people. And come on, say hello in the chat. Don't be shy. And of course, Mr. Hjort, we need to thank our sponsor, PWS Cleaning Equipment. They're making us being able to do all of this. So thank you very much to pwspreciouswatchers.co.uk if you want some of the best cleaning equipment in the UK. And we're going to go with one of the men who are representing him. There you have him, Smart Christopher. Right there. He's going through that downhill section. And I think we're going to stick with Mr. Pokak for a little bit of a track wide. Shall we, Mr. Hjort?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see where he's going off the track right there. So let's see where we can catch Mr. Pokak.
Now through the last sector, he seems to be keeping it safe. We're going to get closer and closer to the finish line. Then Mr. Hjort is going to give us a little bit of a track guide. See what all of these drivers are in front of. Because let me tell you, it's not an easy track to drive. Very historical. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But Mr. Hjort, Pokak is ready.
Yeah, so as we're coming out of the bus stop chicane, he really needs to get on the throttle quick to set up for this lap. So just really tight into the turn for La Source. Again, get on the throttle. Don't go out on the curb there because you're gonna get you're gonna lose traction. And setting yourself up with a good line coming up on Eau Rouge, coming through Radion, Camel Straight. we know this gotta be, you have to lift a little bit, but that's all right. If you have the right line, you're gonna have plenty of speed coming out of there. Then coming into where I think we're gonna see a little combat, and that Lecombe and the Malmedy section. And I call these the kind of the Brussels names. And here you want to use all the track as you come out. And here we go into Brussels. Just keep it tight. Be very careful with the throttle. And then fan out to the right and throw yourself in here. You can use as much track as possible to the right. You can easily get a track penalty there if you are not careful. And here's coming into Pujon. I think that's where your setup really will make it noticed, because you can easily slide and go wide and get the track penalty. Coming into now the Lefang section and Campus. And then lastly, you come into Stavelot. You can use all the track on the exit there. Oh yeah, there you go. Good line there. And coming out just on the throttle here. And set yourself up for Blanchimont. You're gonna need to do a little lift and you get on the throttle. And you can easily go out and get the track penalty coming into the bus stop here. Yeah, doing good job, and just flick a left. Ooh. And you have completed a lap. And let's see what the Pocock gonna do here. He did a 2:21.7.
And there you have it. That was a full lap. Christopher is going to answer with a 21-2. And there you have it. El Messi de la pista, Daniel Buritos, is going to put himself on the pole for now with a 2:27. Good luck from Poker, but you could see there on the bus stop, he hit the curb a little too hard.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Buritos did a good lap there. I'm happy to see Group 2 in the 2:20s. That's going to be a very competitive time, I think.
Definitely. I think at least for qualifying, surely for race pace, what do you think we'll see? I think we're going to see 21-22. Maybe we go a little bit into the 23s. It all depends on the track as well, right?
Yeah, race pace definitely probably going to be 2:22. And it's interesting because the temperature fluctuates a little bit. So it's a little bit colder in the second half of the race, slightly colder, but it actually does make a difference on the tires. So my setting, I have my tire settings a little bit higher PSIs for the second stint.
Most definitely. That's a very good point for the second stint. We'll see how the drivers deal with this temperature change. Here we have Peter LaFrance right now, improving by 7/10 of a second. He is one of the fastest men on track at the moment, but we have to go with Mr. Mark Christopher because he's doing just the same. 6/10 up right now. He should be getting
he's looking to be the fastest.
Yeah, let's see as we go through the last sector. Headed now into Blanchimont. Let's see if we can do it flat. No issues at all. We're going to get a little bit of a helicopter view so you can see how he takes this last set of corners. Here he goes. Go wide there on the outside. Beautiful line. And now we go into the bus stop. Let's see if he can get the entry and especially the exit. We saw Mr. Pocock struggling with the exit. Ooh, that's a little hard on the curb. To the limit there for Mr. Christopher, but he has lost time. He was a little too hard on the curve. Is he going to be able to beat Brito's time? He's not. But at least he's going to put himself on the 220s. So not bad at all, Mr. Hjort.
Yeah, that's a good lap. But I think we saw that he has more to deliver here. I think he has more he lost a little bit of time there. So if he cleans up another lap, I think he's going to be able to challenge Britos.
Oh, I completely agree with you. Look at that. Andrew Vambro is going to put himself on P6. We're going to check now with also one of the men, who have been doing pretty well these last weeks, Bruce Hopkins, right now on P12. Kai Schaffer has put himself in P2 only by 48 thousandths of a second. Beautiful lap from the German. We were talking about him, and this is a key race for his place in the championship. Let's see if he can deliver in the race. For now, doing a pretty good job on the qualifying. Here we have Bruce Hopkins, who's heading into the bus stop now. Welcome everyone into the stream. Of course, Rotor, Buckley, Bird, Natty, Lightfoot. Welcome every single one of you. Hopkins is going to improve by a second and a half, and that is P8. Very, very good lap. We're going to go now back with Pocock. Let's see how he does. Please let me know if the volume is okay for every single one of us, for Mr. Hjort, for myself, the game, etc., etc. Mr. Hjort, very good lap so far. Already 2 people in the 220s, but I think we're gonna see way more in that gap. It seems we have lost Mr. Hjort for a second.
Yeah, no, sorry,
okay.
I was distracted here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now clearly. Mr.
Yeah, all my screens disappeared, so I'm back.
So as I was saying, I think we're gonna see more people head into the 220s. Pocock right now is gonna cross the finish line. Another 220 and the pole. Damn.
Yeah, 226. There we go. He's definitely one do a repeat of his Mount Panorama victory. So good job by Mark.
Yeah, and we need to go now with Goddard. He's improved by a second and a half. Are we gonna see a 219, Mr. Hjort? Good lord.
Ooh, look at that.
My god, this man is flying. Let's see if he can nail this last sector.
Yeah, he's right now he's just outside the 220s. If he's going up on the curb. Oh, he's a little bit wide there. He lost half a second there.
Definitely, he was there heading for the 219. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. For now, maybe he gets half a second on the bus stop, but I do not think so. Let's see as he heads into it. Good braking zone from the Ferrari driver. Let's check on the entry. Looking good. Oh, a little hard on that curb, on that big sausage. The exit still gonna be good. A full second of improvement. Is it gonna put him on the top? It is 20.6. And we've seen the improvement for a 219. So let's see if he's gonna try it. Very good lap.
Yeah, his second sector was really, really good, and that's really the hardest sector in my mind. So it's too bad that he didn't put it together in the third sector.
Very good to see the grid so tight between one another here in the qualifying. Only 1 second and a half from P1 to P10. Unfortunately, the people at the back are struggling a little more, but it all comes down to the qualifying session. But again, as we're seeing that most guys still have a second or even a full second of improvement. So we will see if that is going to happen. But for now, we're going to have to wait. Let's check on the chat. Laszlo Nemeth. Hi guys, everyone doing well? Just heard from our Prime Minister that we're here in the Netherlands. We'll have a full lockdown. Yes, sir. Hopefully everything will go well, mister. I know about the news because most of my friends are Dutch, so unfortunately I've heard of it. Hopefully everything goes well soon. I think it's a very good decision. And as Don Queen points out, top 6, 3 Ferraris. Ferraris working wonders. Let's go now with Mike Dearlove. Let's see what lap times are going to be able to put. Already improved by half a second. What is it going to be? That is going to put himself on P8. Good lap overall. We're going to go now with Daniel Buritos. And Mr. Hjort, I want to ask you something. We're already 13 minutes into the qualifying. What can you tell us about the track status at the moment? And how do you think the track is going to evolve throughout the whole race?
Right now, the track is optimum. So I think it's where it needs to be. I think it's more just the drivers that find their lines. I know they've been driving here before the race a lot, but I think it's just for them to get the rhythm, get the whatever butterflies they might have for the race, to get that out of the way and just find, get the tires up. And it could be also that, maybe the tire temps, they are much more, crucial and sensitive and hard to maintain in the new release. So that might actually be why we see faster and faster times as well.
Yeah, that's something I really want to point out. The new update seems like some people have really benefited from it. Because, for example, there you have Daniel Buritos so high on the grid. We saw him struggle before. Now this man is on a hunt. And there you have, it's going to be Christopher taking the pole just by 85 thousandths of a second. Right now, we are going on board with Mr. Frank Tennant and Jamaica. There you have him. Let's see. This man, we know his qualifying isn't the best in the world, but let me tell you something. When those green lights come on, this man becomes a beast. And let me tell you, people are going to have to fear him because his starts are amazing, Mr. York.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, myself, I might do good in qualifying, but in my race pace is not good. And some people have better race pace than qualifying. And if you can just stay consistent and don't go off on this track and benefit from people doing maybe track infractions and get penalties on that, I mean, you can advance just by staying on track.
Definitely. We're going to go now with the black Ferrari of Mr. Steve Howells, who's encountering a little bit of traffic. That gentleman just in front of him is Daniel Buritos, who's now on an invalidated lap because he just came off the pit stop. So let's see how Howells can do. For now, he's completely even on his fastest lap time, which was a 21.6. We have 5 minutes remaining. And good Lord, let me tell you, I'm going to miss you all, at least for a week or so. Because as we know, this is the last race. Here you have Rito slowing down to let Mr. Howells by. Now improving by a couple of tenths. And I think we need to reflect on the whole season because, my God, it has been nothing but amazing.
Yeah, I agree. The eSeniors season have really been great. I mean, there's a lot of camaraderie. We get on the chat and voice chat when we're driving at night, doing practices and stuff. So it's just a great community, and racing wise, I think it's just getting better and better.
Definitely. You can see the improvement from the beginning of the season till now. And it's lovely to see that everyone is, going on that learning curve and hitting it hard. Let's see now with Trowbridge. One man that hasn't enjoyed the changes too much. Let's see what he can do. For now, he's P10, improved by 0.3 of a second. We'll see how he does. For now, very, very good. Do you think Mr. Trowbridge has a chance on the top 5?
I would think so. I mean, he did pretty good there at Mount Panorama. You know, he was P2. So I believe in Terry. I will see him advance during the race. So I think he has a good race pace, even if he's not getting that up in qualifying here. But maybe last couple of minutes he's gonna throw a good lap. You never know. Right now he's 2:21.3. We'll see if he can advance anything here.
Yeah, right.
He actually driving to like a 6. If I'm not completely wrong, I think he could get into maybe top 5, top 6, top 7. We'll see here.
It could be 0.7 of a second. We're gonna go now into the bus stop. We're going on board with him. What's a little
wider. Yeah.
Oh, and he's gonna sacrifice the exit as well, but still a second ahead. What is it going to be? Is it gonna be? Oh, P6. There you have it.
P6.
Very
good on Terry. A good start for Terry, and he might climb a couple of places and be competitive in the top 5. I truly think that.
Definitely, Mr. Howell still improving. Welcome, Mr. David. Thank you very much for coming here with all of us tonight. Already 18 people. Guys, only 9 likes. Come on. I gotta tell you every week. Give us some likes, some follows, and of course, share the link with your friends, your family, whoever you'd like to see this last round of the Group 2 here at the eSeniors GT3 World Championship. Thank you very much to every single one of you for supporting us throughout the season. Howells is going to finish his lap, 5/10 of a second. A little bit of a slow exit, but still, it's going to be enough by 0.02 of a second. He's going to put himself on P7. We're going to go now with Trowbridge, who, good Lord, what a first sector.
He's on a roll here. He sits to go in on a 2.6. 226 if he can keep it.
Let's see, Warren looking good. He had to slow down a little bit. The other one, Mr. Wood, hasn't been able to come here with us tonight. He's busy with some personal stuff, so I hope he's doing great. I send him a lot of love. Of course, Mr. Wood, what a great addition to the team. Obviously a great driver, but man, bringing him into the commentary booth has been amazing. Let's see. Well, have a good evening or morning, Mr. David. Trowbridge, 0.4 up. He would need 5 to make it to the top of the qualifying board. He might have another shot on the pocket. Let's see. It's going to be very tight.
He might be a P3. I think he's going for P3 here. If he can hold it together.
A little too early. A little too early on the entry.
Yeah.
Still, that exit is going to be good. Is it going to be enough? Yeah. Good Lord. Is it? Oh, my God. 0.12 of a second, but he still has one more shot. Is he going to try it? He's not. He is going to leave it there. And now the only man with a flying lap is Mr. Frank Tennant. Mr. Jamaica is going to be the last man crossing that finish line. Here we go, Tennant, with a good entry on the bus stop. Is it going to be the same for the exit? A little too hard on the curb. 0.5 up. That is not going to put him anywhere near Lee Ellis. So that means Mr. Tennant is going to take 17th. We still have Buritos, and good Lord, we have Garter with an impressive lap so far. Incredible second sector. Is he going to be able to hook it up? Let's see, 0.5 up. It's all coming down to the bus stop. Good late braking. A little too hard on the curve again, but that is going to be a good exit. Is it going to be enough?
Got a good exit.
Let's see. It's going to cross the finish line, and that is it. Garter with the pole position. 2:21.70. What an amazing lap to finish off this qualifying. And here we go, Mr. Hjort. We're going to do a little bit of a grid walk, and we're going to get ready to rock and roll. But there you have the man who has set the pole position on the last second, Mr. Gorder, who's going to be the one setting the pace. Then just side by side with him is going to be Mark Christopher taking P2. Then we have Trowbridge and Pocock behind, 3rd and 4th respectively. We go with the Argentinian Daniel Buritos and Schaffer for 5th and 6th. Then Steve Howells, Peter LaFrance, Mr. Andrew Ambro, Mike Dearlove. Then we have Linner and Hopkins, 11th and 12th. Then, of course, Mr. Howard and Columba, Garland and Ellis, and finally Mr. Tennant, who's going to be the car at the back of the grid, because unfortunately Mr. Arrobas is not going to be able to participate tonight, but I know he's there on the chat with us. Welcome, Mr. Wood. That is fantastic to see you watching the stream on your TV. I hope you enjoy it, and let me tell you, do we have an amazing commentary with us, Mr. Christopher Hjort, baby.
Thank you very much. Super excited. I really was excited of this qualifying. And I think what we saw here is that either the track or people got faster and faster here at Spa. And I mean, Mr. Goddard really pulled it out in the last second. And it was great to see.
Indeed. What an incredible second and third sector he did. What can you say about the man? That was incredible. And, bueno, hola, Mr. Wood. Capichi. All of the drivers have 1 more minute to get ready to rock and roll. 65 minutes, 1 mandatory pit stop. We're going to see people playing with the strategies, especially now. This is a long one to finish it all. Oh, yeah. Welcome, Mr. Peterson. Let's check how many of you are in here. 18 people on the stream. Guys, come on. Hit that like button. And, of course, share the link with your friends and family. We want to make it to the top. We want to get some record-breaking viewership. So come on, guys. Mr. Trowich, welcome to the stream. We're going to see you on track real soon. Very good qualifying lap to put yourself on P3. Mr. Hjort, I know this is a very early call. Is Pandemonium going to strike on a Rouge?
I don't think so. It's not a Rouge that I'm worried about. It's the first chicane, Le Com. People coming in there with cold tires, and I hope everyone gonna behave and do their best not to spoil anyone's party.
Yeah, I hope we don't see any 2 or 3 wide through Rouge to start of the race, because I don't even want to imagine how that's gonna end. There you have the pole sitter, Mr. Jaime Goddard. You can see it's really getting dark now, and of course, throughout this hour that we have in front of us, it's gonna get darker and darker and colder. There you have the whole pack getting those tires ready and to the fullest of the optimum state to rock and roll. Everyone keeping it safe for now. We're gonna have a full formation lap. My headset just crashed. I'm sorry for that if you heard that.
Yeah, and there is the start. So we don't have a full lap. So we have Goddard in the lead here. Oh no, we have Christopher is ahead of Goddard. He got a really good start.
Yeah, I thought for a second we were going to have the full lap because of the temperature, but at the end we didn't. That is Mr. Christopher taking the lead. For now, everything looks good on Lacombe. We're going to go a little back. Ooh, a 3 wide through the entry of Lacombe. And look at the man. I told you from the beginning, and look where he is already. P9 for Frank Tennant. My God, this man never ceases to amaze us. Good Lord Almighty, he's going to try the inside. A little aggressive there. He couldn't make it work. For now, Goddard has dropped the lead to Mark Christopher, who has gotten himself a great start. Andrew Ambro now behind him, P10. He has dropped the position to Frank Tennant, and welcome Nikos to the stream. Everyone very close to each other. You have now Terry Howard trying his best on Mike Dearlove. He has the speed. Is he going to try the outside? He's not going to have enough speed. We're going to go now with the Argentinian, with Mr. Buritos. You can see here the pack for the lead, very tight. Trowich has made the move on Mr. Jaime Goddard. We're going to check a replay of that to see what happened. Oh, you could see Goddard struggling with the exit. And unfortunately, that's another position loss. We're going to go now with the BMW driver, Peter LaFrance, chasing Kai Schaffer down. Let's see if he can make the move on the butt stop. It looks like he has the speed, but is he going to risk it? I don't think so. It's too early. We just started the race. Everyone is going to keep it calm. Great start from everybody, but again, Goddard with another mistake. We're going to have to go with Pocock because he got himself a good exit. Ooh, we see another car out. That was Peter LaFrance. But still, everyone's going to keep their respective positions. Great start so far from everyone, Mr. Hjort.
Yeah, absolutely. And Christopher, I mean, he's surely a contender. My money is still on Trowbridge, and I think Mark Pocock is probably going to be on the podium too. Very early to tell, obviously, but you know, once you get ahead on this track and get the rhythm, I think it's about the guy that has the best composure and just can stay calm.
Yeah, most definitely. Goddard really struggling now already dropped 4 positions, 10 and out with the fastest lap. Of course, that was the first one. We have side-by-side action here. Schaffer and LaFrance going at it. It looks like LaFrance is going to hold his ground, and he's going to get another position. Beautiful overtake from the BMW driver, or not, because Schaffer is still fighting. Let's see if he can make it happen. He's going to break a little later with the Lexus. Still side-by-side action. Oh my God. What a beautiful fight we're having so far for P6. Schaffer reclaims P6. Beautiful defense from the German, but now it's the BMW driver who has the more speed. I don't think he's going to try to make the move happen. The pit window has been opened, and there you have it. That is Schaffer a little wide. Let's see if LaFrance can take advantage of this. Good Lord, what an exciting start of the race. LaFrance still behind, and he's not going to be able to make the move. We're going to go now a little further up the back. Mr. Howard trying to catch Mike Dearlove, still hasn't happened. And we're going to check on the lead, because Terry Trowbridge is now a second behind Mark Christopher. Let's see if Christopher can start opening a gap. Goddard now really close to Daniel Buritos, the Argentina, with an incredible start so far. Is he going to try the move? Oh my God, don't tell me he's going to try it on Blanchimont. He's trying to look for it. He's going to have to slow it down, because if not, that would have ended really badly. We're going to have to go down now, because there's a 5-man extravaganza here in the middle of the pack. It looks like Hopkins is in the middle of the sandwich. Nothing is going to happen just yet. Or maybe it does. Howard is going to try the inside on the bus stop. Very hard on the curb. But finally he's going to make the move happen. Beautiful. We're going to go back with Howells, who's looking for the inside on LaFrance. He's not going to be able to get it just yet. And the BMW driver got a very good exit. He's going to try to go for Kai Schaffer. Here we go. Side-by-side action. Are we going to have it through a Rouge or not? Who is going to back down from it? It looks like no one is. Okay, finally it's going to be LaFrance, because he knows he's going to get the bigger speed at the end. That was very beautiful. Look at that. That is Steve Howells flying like a rocket. We're going to have side-by-side action here. And look at Mr. Howells. He might have a shot at Mr. Schaffer as well. Good Lord. What an incredible fight here for P5 and P6. But for now, it's only going to be the move on LaFrance. Frank Tennant, here you have him, is going to make the move on Ambro. Ambro tried the move on the inside, didn't work. Tennant now out of the track. Good Lord, side-by-side action now between Hopkins and Ambro. Ambro still fighting it good. This is a non-stop. Ambro's going to try to defend it. He will. Good Lord, Mr. Hjort. Non-stop action.
Yeah. Amazing action, and it's I'm so happy to see. It seems to be very clean action. And it's this big pack of 5, 6, 7 cars there competing for the P10 to 14 here. Just amazing racing. And let me just say, the cars look fantastic. The deliveries, I mean, it's amazing.
Definitely. There you have Howard again trying the move on Dearlove. It's not going to happen. What an incredible fight we're having so far here in the middle of the pack. As you said, now Ole Lindener is the man behind Terry Howard. He's going to try to move. He did. He's going to be able to defend from behind. That was Melvin Gardner trying to attack. We're going to have to go with Gardner now, who's really close to the Argentinian. Daniel Buritos is closing the door. Here we go through Blanchimont. Now the track getting really dark. Gardner is going to try to make the move on the bus stop. Easy. He's not going to be able to do so. He was showing the nose, but too much of a gap to make it happen. Buritos is going to secure himself a good exit. 21-2 for Christopher. Very good pace, but Trowbridge is keeping on it. That is beautiful to see. We're going to have to go now with Mr. Andrew Ambro. There you have it. What a great fight here in the middle of the pack. What place Mark needs to be champion right now, as long as he scores points ahead of P15, he should be securing the title. Andrew Ambro. That is, if I'm not mistaken, that was Howard out of the track. And the fight still goes on. Tennant now still defending on P9. He's trying to catch LaFrance, but LaFrance is flying at the moment with the BMW. Look at the straight speed of Andrew Ambro, who's going to have to go very aggressive. Tennant had to go a little wide side-by-side action now through the straight. For now, it looks like Tennant has this covered. We'll see if it's going to stay this way. He's defending the inside. Through the comb we go. Side by side. No, he's going to back it down. And Tenna's going to be able to defend it again. We're going to go now with Leonard. There you have him. Fighting Terry Howard. 3-man fight here for P13. And everything at stakes. Remember, the pit window is open for a whole hour. So that means we're going to have a lot of opportunities. A little bit of contact between Ambro and Tennant. But Tennant's going to be able to keep the position. Nearly came to a big blow to the wall. Good save from both drivers. They're going to keep on going.
Yeah, we see here that in the top we have Mark Christopher is doing his he's doing a 1:21.2. We talked about the race pace in the 2:21.2s. We talked about the race pace possibly in the 2:21s in the top. So the first I would say first 5 cars here have found their rhythm and seem to be very comfortable up there. And certainly Mark Christopher, I think he has a good grip of the first place at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Here we have again the fight. Ambro, and Tennant. That nearly came to contact again just behind him. There you have. That is Howard and Dearlove going at it now. Dearlove is going to have to stick behind because the move has finally been made. There you have Ambro defending from the back and trying to attack Frank Tennant. Again, side-by-side action. Maybe Ambro has it now. A little bit of contact again. Both of the drivers are going to save it. Ay. That was very close. Look at the pack behind. Someone going off the track. And a lot of people fighting there. Oh my God, the action won't stop. Hopkins now is going to try to defend. Here you have the move again. It's Tennant and Ambro. Ambro's going to go out of the track. And Tennant should have this or maybe not. Because again, side-by-side action. Tennant has his own the pocket. Let's see if he can save it. Now we need to go with LaFrance. Peter LaFrance is trying his best to catch Steve Howells. He has to speed that BMW. Fly like a rocket. He's going to try it on the come. Let's see if it's going to be enough speed. He's going to stick behind. It doesn't seem like he has enough, but he's very, very close. That is a good lap from both drivers, and everything is going to stay the same for now. Look at LaFrance with a very good and very aggressive on that curve. Maybe he can try something out here in Brussels. He won't be able to, so he's going to have to be a little more patient. As we've previously said, Christopher is on his own pace, 2.5 ahead. We're going to go back with the fight. Now Ole Linner chasing Bruce Hopkins. And Mr. Hjort, do you think someone is going to try to go for the early pit? We see Terry Howard has gone into the pit lane. I don't know if that has been a retirement, but do you think someone's going to go for an early pit stop?
Well, with the pace they have here and all the fighting, I think. Oh, I just saw someone got hit here.
Oh, Leonard. We're going to check
Leonard. Yeah.
We're gonna check.
So I mean, with the fights they have here, they're gonna use up their tires, but they're gonna be so busy fighting, so they don't want to lose their positions and go into pit. So I think we're gonna start to see about half time. We're gonna see 30 minutes in the race or so. We're gonna see some pits.
Yeah. My God, we saw the replay where Leonard got taken out by Melvin Garland. Of course, the stewards will be the ones to decide what happened there. But LaFrance still chasing on Steve Howells. Very, very close. LaFrance showing a lot of race pace. Very aggressive from the entry. Very aggressive from the exit. And another lap. 53 minutes remaining. As you said, I think we're going to see most pit stops at the halfway stage. But good Lord. Non-stop action. Let's check on the chat a little bit. Thanks, Stefan. Lucky you lost a second yesterday. Yeah. Definitely. It was incredible yesterday on the Group 3. And it has been all week long. 22 people now on the stream. Thank you very much, guys. Keep sharing that link with all of your relatives and your friends. LaFrance with a lot of speed now. You could see he caught Orush a little bit. He has the speed. Ooh, what happened there? Howells on the grass. I think now it's time for LaFrance to make the move. They're going to go side by side through the comb. LaFrance has the move done for now. Is he going to be able to secure it? He is. There you have. Ooh, a little bit of a slide. You could see how he was trying to look for the inside, but he couldn't make it happen. Another move for the Canadian. great race so far. And we're going to go now with the current champion. If he ends up like this, the title is all his. There you have a Mark Pocock P3. Defending from Buritos is fighting now with Hemi Goddard. Pocock has this on the pocket, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
I need to stop you. I need to stop you. I need to stop you for a second. What has happened to Kai Schaffer? Oh no! You could see a little too much of steering, and that means Schaffer on the wall. Sorry for interrupting you. Thankfully, it wasn't a big hit on the wall. And he seems to be keep going, but now he's P8. Sorry, Mr. York.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm sorry to see Kai there. He's I always see him around me when I race, when we do the manufacturer race. But I was just saying that the guys in front, they're really finding their pace in the 221s. That seems to be where you need to be in order to compete here. Mark is on the fastest lap again, so he's definitely in the groove.
Definitely. Here we have Mike Dearlove is going to try to get close to Ambro. What do you mean next season? What happened, Nikos? I didn't hear of this. You're not going to drive? What happened there? Let me know now, because I didn't read that. I'm sorry. 4-man fight for P9. Tenno with an incredible start as always. This man never ceases to amaze us. What an incredible start. And so far, so good for the Jamaican. Defending very hard from Andrew Ambro, who's really putting his teeth out. We've seen the Porsche driver go as aggressive as he can. Howard has served the mandatory pit stop, and he's going to go till the end. That is P17 for him. Let's see if Ambro now is going to go for the attack again. Tennant has to defend himself here on a rush. Radillon, here we go. Ambro with a lot of speed. You can see he's wobbly, a little wobbly. Ambro is going to try to make the move. He has a whole straight, a whole lot of slipstream. Is it going to be enough? It doesn't look like so. They're going to promote you to Group 2. I'm really glad to see that, because you are fast, Mr. Ambro is gonna lose it. We're gonna check a replay of that to see what exactly happened. Oh no, I lost the camera. Oh, he had a little bit of a slide. Thank God he could slow down to minimize the impact of the hit. But Mr. York, Buritos.
Yeah, I think if you need to keep try to compete with Tennant here, he really seems to be hot on this track, and staying behind the Bentley, I would think you get a lot of slipstream, and Ambro was certainly trying to benefit from that, but just the raw pace of the Bentley on the straight, he just couldn't capitalize, and he had to push himself, so he had a little mishap there.
Yeah, really unfortunate, because he was doing great, but a little too aggressive on some of the attacks. As we've seen, we're just going to Group 2. We're not getting banned. You're still zeros around. Hopefully you'll see me around as well. I'm sure you will. Mr. Buritos, el Messi de la pista, still P4. Great defense. That is the fastest lap time for Mr. Troy. 21 dead. Goddard chasing behind. Now we have a fight here because it's Hopkins and Dearlove going at it. Dearlove has finally made the move. And now things are starting to calm down. The only man to serve the pit stop has been Terry Howard. You can see Hopkins, how late this man breaks for the bus stop. Of course, the Nissan, very good card, underappreciated in my own opinion. What do you think of the Nissan, Mr. York?
Say that again. What do you think about?
Of the Nissan.
Yeah, Nissan. I haven't been driving that at all. I'm kind of a 2-3 type car guy, so I do the McLarens and the Aston Martin, and I like the kind of the car that's kind of high pitched when you drive, so you get the feeling of speed. I have to certainly try the Nissan. I think it has a lot of grunt in it, so it seems, but it doesn't seem to be a very popular car. We don't see too many of them, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. We're checking now the replay. What happened to Dearlove? He slowed down massively here.
Yeah, he's in the pits.
Yeah, you can see it was. What happened there? I thought he made a little bit of contact with the wall, but he didn't. He went directly into the pits. Hopefully he is okay. We're going to go now with Ollie Lindener, who's chasing Melvin Garland down. You don't race warm-ups, Your Majesty, neither GT4 or Cup. Not too much opportunities to race in the same track. You're lucky, lol. Nicholas, I'm coming for you, huh? I want to race against you, mate. I cannot wait to race against you. But yeah, so far so good. We saw live the move of Mr. Goddard reclaiming P4. Do you think Goddard can go back into the lead? We saw his incredible pace on qualifying, and for now he's showing very good pace on race.
Yeah, I think he has. I mean, there's a lot to do here to start to climb between the 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 here. I feel. We'll see after the pit stops. See what happens. One thing, you go crazy when you go through the long pit entry here. So sometimes we get people getting antsy and they miss the. And maybe go too fast. So we'll see if we get some penalties out of that, and maybe that's going to impact the race. But for the first 1, 2, and 3 today, as we sit, I think that's my pick.
Well, that is great to see Buritos now with a little bit of a mistake. We're seeing Goddard really struggle with some of the exits. Again, we saw after turn 1, he lost the car a little bit. Thankfully, he was able to save it. Good to see half the field in Discord. Yes, that is amazing to see, no doubt at all. And what an incredible last race we're having in front of us. 45 minutes remaining. You too, Juan. I love you, my man. Well, I love you all, guys. You are the best. I'll do my emotional speech a little later on, because of course we're here to cry together and hug each other. But we'll talk about that a little later, a little further down the road. Lindener now with some good speed, but he's not going to be able to catch Melvin Garland. We're seeing now that the gaps are starting to open up. We're going to check the track map so you can see it's the middle of the pack, and that is a little closer than the rest. We will see. But for now, we're going to stick. I said we were going to stick with Mr. Pocock. We saw there Lindener making a little bit of a mistake. Ooh, good save. Good save. Good save. Oh, Lord Almighty, that was a good save. We are going to have a little bit of an interview here with Mr. Lindener himself. He seems to be in free air, so we're going to drag him down. So, Mr. Hjort, could you please do me a favor? Go into the channel and ask him if he's ready to come for a little bit of a talk. Could you please do that for me?
Yes, I will do that.
Thank you very much. Only with the brown flag. Ten going a little slow there on the exit. He's going to lose only one position. And that was very close to pandemonium. There you have Lee Ellis, very shy throughout the race. Now it's starting to push his buttons, and maybe he can get Richard Colomb. For now, he's not being able to do so. The slipstream should be able to help a tiny bit. And let's see if anything is going to happen on the bus stop. A lot of speed for Mr. Ellis, but it's not going to be enough.
Bring it on.
Bring it on? Well, we're going to bring it on. We're going to have our man here, Mr. Ollie Lindener. Let's see if I can get a hold of our lovely man. I think we are with one of my best friends ever, Mr. Lindener. Hello, mister. Do you hear us?
Yeah, copy. Welcome aboard, boys. How are we all?
Isn't it lovely to hear Mr. Lindener? Guys, please let me know if you can hear him all right. So, Lindener, what a strange race so far. We saw the incident between yourself and Garland. Right now, you find yourself in P15. Good comeback drive you have in front of you, don't you?
Well, it is what it is, and we're just going to have to keep on trucking. Now, guys, I have something to say.
Go for it.
And I'd like to thank everyone for a fantastic season. how great is this eSeniors and then PWS coming on board with us, and what a great community. I can't thank Jeremy or Mark enough, for putting all this stuff together. The stewards, man, a bastard of a job. I'm doing a bastard of a job driving, but doesn't matter. The stewards, the commentators, Juan, Jono, Mark, Krista, all of you guys, what a fantastic job you guys have done. And I'd love to wish all the boys that are involved and the girls with the eSeniors in any way, shape or form a very, very Merry Christmas. And, I hope everything goes great for you guys.
Wow. What a lovely message from you, Mr. Leonard. That is lovely. Let me tell you, got her with a 20.8. And Ollie, thank you very much for that message. It's really, really appreciated. And let us
now do us all a favor, Juan. Shave the beard off for Christmas.
No, that is not happening, mate. Don't try to put me on the spot.
Yeah, baby.
No, that's it. We'll see. Well, maybe.
Yeah. Right.
I don't like your ideas.
But I'm going to get back into it and see if I can catch
Good
Mel.
luck to you.
Thank you very much,
Cheers,
Mr.
boys.
Ollie. Thank you very much. There you had him, gentlemen. That is Ollie Linner. He has been here with us. Really, really appreciate it to have him here. What an amazing season from the Australian. What can you say about the man? He's unique, ain't he, Mr. Hjort? Mr. Hjort? I think now we've lost him again. Maybe it's my headset.
Okay, can you hear me?
There you go. Now it's working.
Yeah, so as I was saying when I was on mute, I think I really agree that this is a community, and I think this is a community that race. Community first, and racing is kind of it's second. That's how we meet and do our thing. But the community is that's number one, and we need more volunteers. And I'll be happy to help where I can, commentating or do whatever I can to this community.
Wow, man, that is lovely. Let's see, and now we're getting the romanticism out. So, guys, if you don't want to hear some lovely words, you know what to do. First of all, I want to mention that we have here Mike Dearlove on the chat. Getting stuck in first gear. God, that is not good to see. We are really sorry. Buritos. He's going to come out of the pit lane. He stood there for a long time. He nearly went into the wall. Good Lord, that was close. But we're going to keep an eye on Goddard, who's now on the back of Mark Pocock. The start wasn't the best. Now this man is on a hunt. And good Lord, what an incredible pace from Mr. Goddard. Consistently faster than Mr. Pocock. But before that, what can I say about the community? As you might know, I joined the community not this season, the season before for one race only. And it was the last race of the Group 1 where Peter Wolfstein did incredible, as you know. The men we're going to see tomorrow. And then I got the opportunity thanks to Mr. Jeremy and Mr. Pocock. And I really need to thank them both for giving me the opportunity to be here with all of you guys. Of course, Michelle has also helped massively. But, you know, nothing could have happened if it wasn't for your support. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for making everything better in my life. I really appreciate you all. It is a pleasure for me to be here. And let me tell you, I'll be here next season. And Ollie, maybe because of a celebration, maybe I take my beard off. We will see.
We should have a live stream of that, obviously. Live stream of you shaving.
Live streaming of you on my oh god, don't get, why are you putting me on the spot as well? Damn it, you people. I'm loving you here and you're putting me on the spot. We'll see. But for now, we need to talk about this, Mr. Hjort. Goddard is on a hunt. My God, this man is not stopping. Look at the pace. I think he was running a little bit on the start. Maybe the tires was a little colder than what he wished for. But look at him now. He doesn't stop.
I don't know what he has done. He's really turned it on. And I think you called it because you saw that he had a good pace. And I haven't really paid attention. I thought the 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 and 5 were completely set. And here is Goddard up on Pocock like there is no tomorrow. Yeah, it's exciting to see. It's a Ferrari on the Aston Martin.
Yeah, look at that. Seriously, my God. And Goddard is spurring a clinic right now. We're going to go now with Lee Ellis, who claimed a P10 after that little mistake from Garland. Now he's on the hunt for Mr. Jamaica, Mr. Tennant, who's now struggling a little bit of speed. You can see he's trying to weave to get the slipstream of Mr. Ellis. We're going to go through Blanchimont in just a few seconds. Let's see. The pit stops, as you said, are coming. Peter LaFrance is going to be the second one. Andre Albert has got himself a stop and go 30-second penalty. That is not something good that we want to see. Mr. Garland now on the back. Ambrose going to come out of the pits. Oh, Garland with a very late break, and it's not going to work out. And we need to move now when Mr. Garland is going to try to make the move on the come. Is it going to happen? Nearly side by side between himself and Mark Pocock, but still he's going to stay behind LaFrance, as we said, on the pit lane. Yes, Shave GP, I don't know about that. Goddard with a lot of speed there. You can see Goddard seems a little frustrated because he has the speed, he has the pace, and the more time he loses here, the worse it's going to be for the overall race. He only has 13 minutes left. 35, sorry, my bad right there. Let's see if Goddard can finally get rid of Pocock, or maybe he could go for a pit stop. He should come out in complete clean air, so maybe that would help him a lot. That is a very good exit from both of the gentlemen. Let's see. Goddard again going for the attack. He's going to have to stay behind. Columba is going to join LaFrance on the pit. Remember,
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who blinks first here. Who's going to go into the pit here between Pocock and... Oh, Goddard went off.
No. Oh, no. We're going to check a replay of that. What happened there? Thank you for telling us. Oh, he went a little too hard on the curve. The overcorrection in the wall. So unfortunate for Mr. Goddard. He is still ahead of Steve Howells. I think this is, if it wasn't anything else, this is a very good prediction to go for the pit lane. Now LaFrance is going to come out right now, a full minute and 20 seconds. Good Lord. Isn't it a long pit stop here? Lee Ellis now is fighting with Melvin Garland. Here you have them both. We're going to check on Goddard.
Goddard is not doing well. I think he's going to go into the pit now. His bonnet is completely flopping. So he's going into the pit.
Oh, you're careful with the wall. Okay, so I'll keep it safe. You can see that the glass is completely broken. Something we didn't want to see. He was doing incredibly well on that comeback ride, but now he's going to have to stay a little longer on the pit lane. Welcome every single one of you to the stream again. 24 already, 17 likes. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even know how to speak anymore. So much action going on. Ambrose is serving now that stop and go penalty. There you have, that is Mr. Jamaica going for the pit stop. Top 5 are not going in just yet. Of course, the only man who has done so is Mr. Goddard, who must have a little bit of damage on the car.
Yeah, I really feel for him. I think this is gonna be a long pit stop. His car is messed up.
Yeah, that was a big hit. He tried his best to save it, but it was a little bit of an overcorrection, and we know you can save it once, but twice in the same incident, that's nearly impossible. Goddard's still in the pit, of course. Remember, this pit lane is the longest of the calendar, a full minute, so you can take a whole break, no problem at all. A full minute without going inside, so yeah, I can tell you can go for a coffee, you can go for whatever you need. Ellis now is going to claim P8. As you can see, Mark Christopher is leading the race very comfortably on the 22-21s. Right now, 2.8 seconds of a gap between himself and Terry Trowbridge. There you have the difference in lap times. So very good so far from both drivers. We will see when they decide to go inside the pit lane. Ambro hasn't come out, of course, the 30-second stop and go. That is a race killer. No doubt at all. We're going to check on Goddard. I want to see. Ooh, is that Trowbridge going inside? He is going inside. He cut the pit entry a little bit. We will see if that's going to get him a penalty or not. Ambro is finally out off the pit lane.
Yep. They're frantically working on Goddard's car. I think he just got caught a little bit in maybe in the frustration trying to advance on Mark, and I think that's the challenge. I mean, you chasing someone so long, and you're almost halfway through the race, and you start to get, frustrated.
Yeah, no wonder. Anyway,
so Goddard is rolling. He's rolling out now.
I think it was maybe 20 seconds to stop and go. We were talking about it, and that's what we call a race killer. We said it, and it has happened. Oh my God, I feel for this man. Oh, he must not be happy with this. Tennant is gonna come out now. Now Goddard's race is completely destroyed. He was doing fantastically well, but unfortunately is going to pay out in a bad way. Trowbridge has decided to go in, as we saw. Howells as well. That is the second stop and go penalty of the race. Tennant going very wide through Lacombe. And we're going to go with Lee Ellis, who's now P7. He's going to go for another round. He still has 27 minutes to pit. So who knows if he's going to do a splash and dash. I don't know. But for now, everything is staying as you see on your screens, gentlemen. Ollie Lindner is going inside as well. Hopefully prolonging the pit stop might have helped him a little bit, of course. Mr. Lindner's first stop, he had a little bit of damage after the incident within himself. And Melvin Garland, who you see in front of Lee Ellis. And you can see the gaps are massive on the front. We're going to check the track map. And it
I like think that that Christopher, he's gonna stay out. I think because he's doing really, really well on his lap times. His last time was 1:21.8. He's inside the 1:21 all the time. So I think he's feeling pretty comfortable there.
Well, it seems like he's gonna pit it. Christopher is going in right now. Trowbridge has just come out. P7 for him, of course. He's on the top. Howells as well is going to try to defend it. He's going to have to keep on going. P10 for Howells. It seems like Christopher decided to go for a longer stint. So that implies that Pocock is going to go lead the race. Of course, he still has to pit. Leonard should be coming out of the pit lane very soon. Why risking a stop and go for 1 second? I always have auto speed limiter. Same here. Because it's not worth it to risk it. Schaffer is going to jump now. There you have him. He should be now in P3. There you have him. He still has to pit. We'll see what the man can do. We're going to check on Mr. Christopher, who's now moving. He should be coming out in just a few seconds. So very good pit stop. Christopher should have this on the pocket. Lindner very close to going to the wall. Goddard hasn't come out yet. Oh Lord, that is not good. Hopkins and Ellis going in. So we only have two gentlemen remaining for their pit stops. Goddard still in. Lindner trying his best to catch Mr. Colomb, but it's not working just yet. So we're gonna go with Garland, P3. And I think one way or another, Christopher has us on the pocket, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think if he doesn't do anything, here in the pit stop, let's just hope that he can be very, very careful.
Yeah, we'll see. But for now, Garland, Christopher is not going to come out with a stop and go. That's good news. Goddard's still inside. I'm sure he must not be happy. Christopher is going to come out now. And as I told you, you see him there. Clean air. Really calm race that he has in front of himself. Some people race in multiple leagues, and some leagues don't allow auto pit limiter. They don't change it for eSeniors. I can understand that, but one way or another, you could go a little lower on speed before crossing the line. It's a little risky to do things like that. Yes, it can matter a lot, but he had a very good position here on the pocket, and now everything is out and away. We're gonna check on Mr. Pocock. He's gonna go for another round without pitting. Schaffer is gonna finish his lap now. Is he gonna come in? He is indeed coming in, and Garland, of course, a ways behind. We'll see if he decides to serve the pit stop. Only 2 people remaining to do so. Surely Pocock will do it soon. Hopkins now coming out, and everything is coming down. Mr. Hjort, seems like everything is established already.
Yeah, I think one thing we might see if someone getting penalty on pit limits or not track limits. I'm sorry, track limits later in the race here. I know I was driving the GT4 race with three track penalties. So if people are not careful, and slippery tires.
What has happened here to Buritos? We want to check the replay, because we got a yellow flag there. Let's see what happened to Daniel Britos, who has lost a massive amount of time. Or that's what my telemetry is telling me. There you have him going through this kind of chicane. A little hard on the curb. Oh, slide and wall. Thankfully, it was very slow, so not a lot of damage done. Garland has come in to the pit lane. Is Pocock the only man remaining? And Britos, he started very well. Still P7 is gonna go back at least into P6. So we will see how it goes. Now Christopher has reclaimed P2, and Pocock should be in just a few moments. Let's see if it's gonna go this lap. Let's check on the chat a little bit. Some pit entry, yes, can do wrong there, but I think spot is not so bad. I agree. Just use it more early. That's the thing. That is the thing. Using it early, not being impatient with it. Pocock is gonna go through the bus stop. Is this gonna be the pit stop? It is. So that implies that unless Mark Christopher makes a big mistake, he should be reclaiming the lead. Let's see how he does. Well, Mr. Hjort, as we said, now no one has to do any pit stops. It's a race until the end. And not gonna lie, it looks very comfortable for Mark Pocock, who could claim the championship and bring it home to the UK. He has this on the pocket, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I'm happy to see that. I mean, Mark is one of the cornerstones in the whole eSeniors administration and all that. So it's good that he gets some time to drive, and he's doing really well driving. So really glad to see Mark on top of this race as well as the championship.
I do agree with you. It's only 23 minutes and 50 seconds for him to celebrate this championship victory. Let's see if we don't curse him. Oh, for now, he's looking real good. Christopher looks to reclaim the lead. There you have Pocock. He hasn't stopped yet. And here he goes. He's going to go stationary right now. So that means at least 30 seconds. That's going to be a big gap. And there you have Christopher, who's going to cross the finish line right now. That is going to be the lead back to the PWS Esports driver. Terry Trowich just behind is also going to surpass Mr. Pocock. Same will go for La France, and maybe Britos is going to be able to surpass Mark Pocock. We're going to check on Pocock right now. He's still not moving. It's going to be tied. It looks like Mr. Britos has this on the pocket.
Yeah, or he's moving now, so Pocock is on his way out. But yeah, he's not going to... I think he's going to come up maybe P7, you think? P8 even.
He's going to fight with Britos, eh? Britos is now going through Rouge. Pocock is out, but remember, Buritos has the speed. Is he going to be able to catch? Maybe he will, maybe he won't. He's not going to be able to do so. He's going to get close to Mark Pocock. Pocock is gonna come back into the track on a P4. Good first stint. Let's see if Buritos now can maybe challenge for that position one way or another. This man deserves a lot of credit because what a race he has done so far. Unfortunate hit as we saw, but seriously, I think the best performance of the season so far for the Argentinian. So fantastic to see Pocock. Of course, tires are a little colder, so it's going to take a little longer to heat up, and you can see that Buritos is taking advantage of this. We're going to go now with Lielis, who's fighting with Melvin Garland, but overall the gaps are very, very big.
Yeah, I think La France, I don't know where he qualified, but isn't he a little bit of a surprise up in P3, I think? I don't know where he qualified. I don't remember that.
Sorry, who?
La France in P3 in his BMW car 66. I don't remember where he qualified, but I think he has done a really good race.
He started P8. He is now on P3, and I have to agree. The BMW driver has been driving like an absolute maniac. We saw he had a little bit of an incident on the beginning, and he dropped a lot of positions, and then he came back. And look at him now, P3. And as you can see at the time, between Mr. Trowbridge and La France, it's a very close on pace. So very good performance from the Canadian. We're gonna go now with Mr. Pocock himself. Goddard has put himself with the fastest lap time. That is very good to see that this man is not giving up. I'm sure he's not happy about everything that just happened to him, but that's what you call determination, and that's what you call an eSenior. Determination and fighting and willing to give it all until the end. Definitely getting used to them.
Every race is a practice, right? So even if you end up in the back, you do just put your head down and you grind those laps, because it's going to benefit you no matter what.
Completely agree, Mr. Hjort. Seriously, thank you very much for being here with us. I'm really enjoying your company. You have some very, very good comments. I was talking about Goddard. He cut the corner, went too fast. He saved it from the wall. We cannot talk about the commentary scores is starting to kick in.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him. I think, yeah, he's not a happy camper. I hope he gets something really nice from Santa after this race.
I hope so as well. No doubt at all. Here we are now with Lielis, who's trying to catch Garland. And gentlemen, seriously, also thank you very much to every single one of you. We are 24 people in the stream. Thank you so much for being here with us for the last race of the Group 2. And it's very aggressive there on the car. Nearly lost the car. And we see it again and again and again. This poor man. Oh, God almighty. He's not going to be happy with that.
Oh, he got caught on the curve there.
And it looks like he has said goodbye. That is back into the pit lane for Goddard. We don't know if he's going to come out, but the poor man has tried his best, and he deserves a lot of applause for that, because he has been giving it all on the track. Leonard now here on P13, getting close to Colum. But seriously, what an amazing race so far. 18 minutes remaining. And I'm getting sad because I don't want this to end. I'd rather have this as a 24-hour race, Mr. Hjort.
Oh, that would be exciting. I would be excited to drive. I know we've been talking about that. There are some other leagues that we might kind of participate in, and to do like a 24-hour.
That would be fantastic.
It's all about concentration, right? I mean, especially driving in the dark like this, you kind of get tunnel vision. Certainly if you're chasing someone, and maybe that's what happened with Mr. Goddard, Jaime, as he was chasing Pocock. You get tunnel vision and you kind of look at the lights in front and miss your brake markers.
Yeah. what can you say, to be honest? That is basically it. The night vision is also making the drivers have a tougher time. Here you have Lerner getting closer and closer to Colomb. Now less than a second. And as you said, you know, it's not only that the track is not the easiest of them all, it is very forgiving, to be honest with you. But you need so much concentration in a long race like this, because usually we've had 40-minute races, 50 minutes. Now the longest race, 65 minutes. As I've said before, I would love to see longer races, because I'm just a big fan of endurance. Linner is going to go on the move on the inside. A lot of speed for that Lexus. Brother. Is he going to be able to make it? He is already ahead. And the brother that we had here, a little hard on the curb, nearly lost the car. He's going to be able to save it, and looks like he's going to be able to defend the position. A little tricky there at the entry. Cheers, Nico. So I'm suffering with a bad cold, but really enjoyed my time on track, Mr. Goddard. What can I say? It has been an absolute pleasure to watch you drive throughout the whole season. And the race you've done today, even though you unfortunately had a little bit of a tough start, it has been amazing, Mr. Goddard. Lovely stuff from you, and thank you very much for trying your best. I really hope you recover as quick as possible, and we send you a lot of love from here, from the booth.
Yeah, absolutely, Jaime. Well done.
We're going to go now with Bruce Hopkins. As you can see on screen, he's getting real close to Terry Howard. Is he going to try to move Mr. Hjort? Do you think Hopkins has the chance to make the move finally on Howard? These two have been fighting for the whole race.
Yeah, and he drives the Nissan. We talked a little about the Nissan. I'm not familiar with the Nissan, if that's a car that would be able to compete with the car in front of him. We will find that out soon, I'm sure.
Yep, let's see. Hopkins with a very good braking limit. That looks good, but he's not going to be able to do anything just yet. He's going to have to wait for the straight. The slipstream is going to help a little here through a Rouge. Here we go. No problem at all. Flat. And another lap. 14 minutes remaining, gentlemen. Twice. Didn't stay there, though. I was on my way to full lap. I was in Bielefeld for some more than early 90s. Don't remember too much, though. Unfortunately, you're still purple on the grid. Great time. Yep, I completely agree. What an amazing race this man has done. Unfortunately, it hasn't ended up the way he wanted. But hey, we wish you the fastest recovery possible. We love you, my man, and that was an amazing performance. We're going to go now with Mr. Mark Christopher, because he deserves some attention. What an amazing race from the British driver. Took the lead and never left it. And there you have him. Another round. We're going to stay with him on board. Let's check a full lap.
Yeah, that's a worthy tribute to our sponsor as well, to keep the PWS car on the screen here.
Can you tell us something about PWS, Mr. Hjort?
I'm not familiar with them more than it's a cleaning company in Great Britain. But what I do know about them is that they are a generous sponsor of the eSeniors. So that's awesome.
Yeah, most definitely. And as Mr. Hjort says, if you want to get some really good cleaning equipment, the best in the UK, preciouswashers.co.uk, you can get right there and get the best equipment in the whole of Britain. Mark Christopher representing our main sponsor of the eSeniors, looking real good. Do not say smoking, still trying to quit. I'm not going to talk about that, boy. We're going to go with Lee Ellis, who finds himself really close to Melvin Garland. 13 minutes remaining, and maybe he can make the move. Goddard is still with the fastest lap of the race, as many of you pointed out in the chats. Hopkins really close now to Howard. Oh, is this going to be the time? It looks like if he can stay on the half a second gap, he should be able to make the move here after Orouche and Rodillon. Let's see. Here we go. Looking good. Look at the altitude. Look at that uphill section. Absolute frantic. This track full of history. We know it. We've seen so many things throughout the history of the track. For example, here, the famous Hakkinen move on Michael Schumacher. And what can you say about this track, Mr. Hjort? It's just one of the richest tracks in history when it comes to history and in motorsports.
Yeah, I mean it's a great track. It's a lot of fun to drive. Yeah, it's one of a kind, and I think the elevations and the fast corners, just something else. So we see, yeah, it went a little bit wide there. Let's look at that.
Yeah.
And I just learned that Eau Rouge, it's actually there is a red colored river, if you will, or there's a lot of copper sediment in the river. So that's what that name comes from. It actually goes under the track.
Yes, that is it. We saw there Kai Schaffer loosen
and
the car.
Hopkins just passed Howard.
Yeah, he finally made the move we were checking on Mr. Schaffer. Loosened the car. Unfortunately for him, but you can see now is Howard on the hunt again. He's going to try to get that position back as quick as possible. Hopkins has been fighting for a long time.
Wide.
A little wide there from the British man. Let's see if he can get the position back, but for now it's not looking like so. He's going to have to push a little harder. Howard has to lift through Blanchimont. We need to check behind because now it's Lee Ellis also going to go through Blanchimont with Melvin Garland. Really tight between these two gentlemen, but still no move to be seen. It's only 10 minutes remaining, Mr. Hjort, for the end of the Group 2. Ooh, a little slide there from Mr. Ellis. And we're going to go with the man who has the title on his hands, Mr. Mark Pocock, the British man. He has this done. He only needs to keep it safe to conquer the championship.
Yeah, well done by Mark. Again, he deserves everything. I wish he would have been the winner of the race too, but he's doing a great race here. He's a very solid driver. I mean, he's very consistent and very nice to drive around. You know, he's not going to do anything crazy. So he really signifies the eSenior ethos in his driving.
Yeah, wow. I wouldn't have said it better, Mr. Hjort. That was beautiful. He's the heart and soul. Him and Arrobas, of course, not only because they're admins, but also Arrobas, who we're missing here on the track. Man, that dude is the representation of a true eSenior. Clean, fast, respectable, and of course, very, very courteous. Here we have Howells now is going to try to make the move on Daniel Buritos. Side by side we go. Don't tell me we're going to have a too wide on Blanchimont. It looks like Howells going to have to wait. Oh, he's going to try to side by side. Oh my God. It nearly came to contact. And Buritos still trying to defend. He's going to close the door. He's going to break a little late. Was that a little too late for Mr. Buritos? It was. Is he going to try to keep the inside? Jesus Christ. That was very close to contact. Thankfully, Howells could answer to that little slide from the Argentinian. I nearly lost my voice there, but finally, El Messi de la Pista was able to defend P5. And we need to talk about this man. What an incredible race from Mr. Buritos. It's seriously best performance of this man on the whole season. Absolutely magical.
Yeah, I think, like you say, he's the Messi of the racing here. So yeah, he doesn't give up, and if you get him in your rear view mirror, you have to really be careful because you're gonna have a fight on your hands. And here we see Buritos is actually side by side again.
And look at that. Oh, a little bit of contact. Again, a little bit of contact. Thankfully, Howells is going to be able to save it. Oh, my God. That was so close. Woo. Lord almighty.
Good fight for P5 here in the last few minutes of the race. Great to see.
It is indeed great to see. Very close between these two gentlemen. Of course, Buritos should be very happy with what he's doing at the moment. You can see there Howell's going with a lot of overspeed. Is he going to try? He's going to wait a little longer. Through boom we go. Downhill section. Very good line from Mr. Buritos. Even better for Howells. Is he going to try the outside here on the next chicane? Here we go. He's not going to have enough speed to do so. And it still stays the same. Good line from both. Howells is getting more speed through here. You can see he's showing the nose. He's putting the pressure. He should be waiting to get the more speed here on the straight or not. What a great exit from Howells. Now it all comes down to the back straight. Here we go. Howells, does he have a chance to make it happen? Buritos defending with his heart and soul. Will he be able to do so? It looks like so far. Mr. Buritos going completely flat through here. Ranchomon, here we go. He barely lifted. Still good. Howell's going up the track. And here we go. Good braking zone from Buritos now. That looks way better than before, but look at that, Howells! Ooh, he tried the inside. That was a cheeky move. Nearly worked, but unfortunately had to break it down, because if not, that was going to come into contact. 6 minutes remaining, and I'm very happy that I see people that have quit smoking at the end. That's bad for your health, guys. And I'm really happy you've been able to overcome it. And if you haven't, guys, come on, you got it. That's not good for you. We want you all to be as healthy as possible, of course. And, I'm glad we're talking about this and not blue pills. So we'll leave it there. Buritos with a very good exit, but unfortunately, it was a little too much. Right now, 7/10 of a second. What an amazing fight we're having here, Mr. Hjort, and very aggressive fighting for both.
Yeah, Ferrari on Ferrari. It's just great to see. And I think they seem to be very evenly matched here. And they're taking, very similar lines, but Buritos is doing a really good job of defending here. I'm surprised we haven't seen any penalties yet on any car for track limit infractions.
Yeah, I think they're playing it very safe in that manner, because we've seen a lot of people going off track, but we see them lift. So maybe that's why the game is not detecting it. The simulator is not detecting the off track as a warning. Sorry. Oh my God! Now we're talking about the MJ. Oh my God, Nikos! For the love of God, mate, we're racing. We're not an MJ town. We'll leave it there. But Buritos still defending. You can see Howells is really trying his best to make the move happen already. He only is gonna have. I think he's going to have 3 more laps. Counting this one, we will see. Because right now, it's going to be Mark Christopher crossing the finish line. Remember, the laps are 2:21. So it's going to be very close if it's going to be 2 more laps or 3. We will see. It all depends on Christopher. He's 3 seconds ahead of Terry Trowbridge. I guess Christopher's going to keep it safe and not force another lap. We're going to go back to the fight for P5. And let's see how it goes. Don't worry, Nikos. I love you, mate.
Yeah, Buritos doing really well through the chicane there. He seems to have that down. And also a little consolation for Jaime is that he sits still on the fastest lap of the race over 2:28. 2:28.47.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see anyone beating it now, because, the tires are quite old now. Full hour on them. 3 minutes remaining. Buritos still defending. Now is the time for Howells to make the move happen. Look at the overspeed. Through a rouge we go. Buritos had to cut a rouge. And we're going to have side-by-side action. You can see the overspeed on Howells' car. Oh my God. It's being so tense. He's going to try to go for the outside line. Side-by-side action. Here we're going to come. And Buritos for now looks like he's ahead. He's going to be able to save it. What an amazing fight. So far, look at Howells. He's going to try to show the nose. Ooh.
Yeah, I thought Howells was going for it, but I think he's pretty.
Yeah. Sorry for cutting you off, for the love of God. That nearly came into contact again. And he's going to try the inside again. Buritos closing the door. This man is giving it all to close. Side-by-side action again. Oh, he came into contact. And that is Howell on the wall.
Oh. Yeah, I was just about to say that Howells is doing a really sensible job here, but he really turned it up in this little fight we saw here. And yeah, he went. There was a little contact, and Mr. Buritos he lifted and let him pass.
Yeah, you can see he did the gentleman's move. To be honest, that was the clean thing he could do. To be honest, the fight has been incredible so far. We knew sometime, you know, with the conditions not being as easy as they are, it was bound to happen, unfortunately. It was a little bit of a touch, so it wasn't too much. But Howells now is pulling away. Buritos has given everything to defend the position. Not gonna lie, one way or another, what a race from the Argentinian. Wow. Good Lord.
Yeah, I think we have a good entertainment here, the last race of the season for Group 2. I've loved being part of this, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, I have to agree. And I think, my friend, we're going to stay with the leader for a little bit. And then we're going to move on with the man who's going to claim the championship if he doesn't make a big mistake. Christopher has the victory on his hands, 2.5 seconds from Trowbridge. There you have the lap differences. And let's see how it goes. But we're gonna go now with the man who we've mentioned throughout the whole stream. That is Mr. Pocock. He needs to cross the finish line. Let's see. We're going to go on board with the man. He deserves it. He has done a fantastic season overall. And this is the crowning moment. We're going to go for a moment where Christopher is going to finish the race in just a few seconds. A little wide there from Christopher on the exit of stave lot, but here we go. 20 people watching and only 19 likes. Yes, sir, but what can you do? Thank you very much, every single one of you, for being here with us throughout the whole season. This is gonna be it, gentlemen. Christopher is heading into the finish line. What a good way to finish the season off with that victory that he has on his hands. Is he gonna be able to make it? He should. Through the bus stop we go. Good both corners, and here you have it. That is the winner of Spot today, gentlemen. That is Mark Christopher taking that W. Then Terry Trowbridge with an amazing performance as well. Then La France is going to claim a P3 with an incredible performance too. And here you have him. It's going to be the champion of the Group 2 here at the eSeniors GT3 World Championship. That is Mark Pocock. So I think we need to put this as a celebration. There you have it.
Yeah, great race.
Congratulations to the eSeniors Group 2 World Champion. That is Mark Pocock. There you have it, the trophy. He's gonna bring it home. And that is it. Buritos has finished P6. P5 was for Steve Howells. Great race from the Argentinian. You gotta love it. You can see there everyone is parking for the picture. That is lovely to see. There you go. That is fantastic. And gentlemen, this is gonna be it for us tonight. We're gonna check on the last fight on the track. That is gonna be Garland and Howard. But congratulations to Pocock for that amazing title win. Garland tried to make the move, but it didn't happen. And that is going to be it for tonight. Thank you very much to every single one of you. It has been a pleasure. Thank you very much, Mr. Hjort, for being here with me tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for everyone watching, and great racing, clean racing. That's how we do it at eSeniors. So we'll see you next season for this GT3 Championship. And tomorrow we have the GT3 Group 1, so don't miss that. That's the last race of the season.
that is the last race of the season, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, every single one of you, for being with us tonight. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, guys.
Good night.